In the quiet, HOA-patrolled neighborhood of Willow Pines, Deborah Langston, aka Drama Lady, believed two things with absolute certainty. No one should walk within 10 feet of her property unless they were delivering packages. She had a sixth sense for suspicious behavior. So, when she caught a shadowy figure lurking near her porch window at 6:30 a.m. one Tuesday morning, her response was instant. "I'm calling the police." Wrapped in a leopard print bathrobe, hair half in curlers, she screamed through her front door at what she described as a hooded intruder, staring directly into my living room. She even snapped a photo through the blinds and posted it immediately. In the neighborhood watch group, "Be on alert, stranger on my property, possibly casing homes." Police were dispatched. Sirens blared. By the time Officer Derek Harrison arrived, Deborah had already printed out a grainy screenshot and circled the figure in red. "Ma'am," Officer Harrison said, reviewing the footage on her Ring camera, "I think I know who this is." Deborah leaned forward, eyes wide. "Who, a squatter? One of those porch pirates. ... It's single quotes SU. Ma'am, excuse me." He paused the footage at the crucial moment. There, staring back into the window, was Deborah herself, holding a mug that said "Number 1 H. Avenger," reflected off the storm door glass sewer. Looking out the window, Officer Harrison explained, "And what you saw was your own reflection in the glass." Deborah stared at the image, then back at him, then down at her robe. "Oh, well, it was ... very early." The moment the story hit the group chat, courtesy of a leaked body cam photo, neighbors erupted. She called the cops on herself. Only in Willow Pines, Deborah's lost it. Again, some laughed. Some were annoyed the police had been involved. One neighbor photoshopped the reflection pic into a horror movie poster titled, "The Stranger in the Glass." Deborah tried to downplay it. In today's world, you can never be too careful. But then she doubled down, claiming maybe it wasn't her reflection. What if someone disguised themselves as me? That happens in spy movies. By Thursday, a local station had picked up the incident for their bizarre but true segment. HOA woman mistakes reflection for intruder. Sparks police response footage aired. Social media went wild. Deborah's infamous red-circled screenshot became a meme. Even the HOA president chuckled about it in the monthly newsletter. "Let's remember to wipe our windows and check our reflections before dialing 911. Deborah responded by proposing a new HOA rule. No reflective glass on entry doors, citing public safety confusion risks. The proposal was swiftly denied. 1 week later, Deborah hosted a Facebook Live to clear her name. Wearing pearls and seated beneath a framed thin blue line flag, she said, "I will not apologize for being alert. Some call it drama. I call it vigilance." Her comments section, "You called the cops on your own face. Deborah, blink twice if you're okay. I want that mug." But then something strange happened. Other people began sharing their own reflection scares. A dad who mistook his own silhouette for a peeping Tom. A teen who screamed at her shadow in the laundry room. A woman who ran from her glass oven door. Soon, a hashtag emerged. Hashtag reflected and respected Deborah began posting daily safety tips. One video reached 20K views. "Today, I teach you how to tell if it's you or someone dangerous. Test with jazz hands." BuzzFeed picked up the story. YouTubers reacted. Memes exploded. Deborah was invited to a podcast titled Neighborhood Nightmares, where she declared, "I'd rather be wrong and safe than silent and sorry." She now has a small following of HOA survivors, who treat her as a folk hero. Her merch line includes, "You're looking at trouble," window clings #reflected and respected mugs, a t-shirt that reads, "I called the cops on me. Did you?" 2 months later, Deborah nearly repeated the incident when she caught a hooded man on her patio. It was the UPS guy holding her Amazon order. Jazz hands reflective. Tape, 3-pack. "Sometimes we fear the unknown. Sometimes, ... it's just our own." Tired face in a dirty window. But in Deborah's world, drama is never too far behind, even if it comes from inside the glass.